Greetings and welcome to Prog Monster. My name is Murph and I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So here we are back at the Great Prog War, battle number 15. 14. My apologies. Number 14. And this features Wishbone Ash and their Argus album from 1972. Going up against Uriah Heep and Wizards and Demons from the same year, 1972. So I have no prior experience to Wishbone Ash except for a few songs I've heard here and there at different time periods. As for Uriah Heep, I do have the Salisbury album, which is in my playlist. It only been in my playlist a few weeks, so it's got one listen in. This album's a little different than that one. That one's a little harder, a little heavier. This one's a little more progressive in its sound. I don't think either of the groups are like heavily progressive bands. They have elements of blues and hard rock and in some cases some heavy metal feel to them as well. But I don't really think they're overly progressive. They're progressive enough though. So anyways, we'll start with Wishbone Ash. Wishbone Ash, a solid album. I didn't really like the initial first 2 or 3 tracks, and I'm not sure if it was the songs or I just wasn't used to it. So it took a bit for me to adjust to it, and then I liked the back half. I liked the back half of the album quite a bit. Some bluesy guitar on. So my 2 favorite songs on the album are Warrior and Throw Down the Sword, which I think are the 2 tracks near the end or at the back of the Warrior has like some heavy guitar riffing and a solo as well, and the vocals are pretty heavy and very harmony, and there's a lot of harmony here. I gave that one a 7. Throw Down the Sword, some more great twin guitar soloing, and some nice. The song had some kind of an epic quality to it. That's what I was thinking of. So, sorry, getting tired. Anyways, yeah. So pretty heavy overall, pretty heavy album, but not close enough to be heavy metal or anything. Like just kind of like a hard rock album. So it's a rock and roll album, but they've got a lot of fairly progressive movements in most of their songs. I found the harmonies really good with this group. The twin guitaring was evident on some tracks as well, quite a bit of it. I like the overall heaviness, and the lyrical parts of the music are pretty interesting as well. So a pretty solid track, a pretty solid album. Like I said, it started out kind of slow with me, but grew with me as the tracks went along. I would say this is a pretty good album, and I don't think many people would argue with me who like this band. So the other album, Uriah Heep, Wizards and Demons. Kind of similar in some ways, quieter at the beginning and then gets heavier as it goes along. But I think they're heavier than Wishbone Ash overall, and maybe not quite as progressive in their motions here. I like the Poet's Justice. I liked Why, pretty solid song, the last song. I liked Paradise. I liked Rainbow Demon. Probably Rainbow Demon would be my favorite. It's a pretty heavy track with some strong vocals, and a nice heavy guitar solo as well. Paradise is a little more mellow and more subdued in its vocals, but just as good. I find the vocals on the Uriah Heep were more frontal, like they were stronger frontal, whereas on the Wishbone Ash album they were a little bit more laid back, and there tended to be a little bit more harmonies involved than there was with the Uriah Heep. I think I like the vocal sound of the 2 guys. I think there's 2 guys singing on that Wishbone Ash album. Not so much on the Uriah Heep. I found the vocals for me, seemed a little more powerful than the music. Maybe that's just me. Or maybe I think it might have been that his voice was kind of high and had a kind of vibrato sound to it in some places that I just found it really didn't suit the music as much as the Wishbone Ash album. So overall, they were both fairly strong albums. I wouldn't fail either of them. I think they both minimum of 3s or 2s for me. The Wishbone Ash album, I think, has a little more potential to be like a really solid album with me. And it's an album I would look for to buy. I'm not so sure about the Wizards and Demons. I think I have to give it a few more listens to it till it grows on me a bit. So I would have to go with Wishbone Ash on this particular juncture. I think that overall this album is stronger. I liked it more. It had more different sound and different kind of harmonies that I like quite a bit. And I thought it was a little more progressive as well. So overall I would have to say, and the album cover I liked quite a bit. The Wizards and Demons one, although it's Roger Dean, the Roger Dean part was pretty good, but the Wizard kind of looked kind of silly on the cover in my aspect. So, but at any rate, neither one of these are bad albums. They're both pretty decent, but I think the Wishbone Ash is stronger, and it wins fairly easily, I think, here. I think Wishbone Ash will be going on to the next round, and Uriah Heep will be given another chance maybe next time. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. It's much appreciated. And we'll be back yet again for battle number 15. I hope you have a good evening. And this video will actually come out in the morning. So have yourself a good night. Take care. Bye.